Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me, please, and thank you. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday night. Hey, Scout, how are you? How are you doing? What's going on? How is the rest of your week going? Your weekend? Random. I see you're here. Random. What's going on? I put my glasses on, my new glasses. I can see pretty good tonight. I hope everybody's having a good night. I've had a busy day, and now I'm just kind of chilling out. So, oh yeah, see, it's been busy here too. I know. It started snowing here again. You know, picturesque. It was good. It's still snowing out there a little bit. So I just I had basketball games with the kids today. Got to go to the grocery store. You know, cooking dinner, getting everybody settled around here. We're debating. I think we're going to try to go skiing tomorrow afternoon, so that'll be good. So we're just chilling out here. You know, it's chilly outside. It's warm inside. And I figured, you know what? I got like an hour here. I figured I'd come on and say hi to everybody. So what's everybody up to? How's everybody feeling? Anything you guys want to talk about? Certainly, you're more than welcome. I see a lot of people in the bushes. Guys, just make sure you hit the thumbs up for me. That really helps a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. I hope everybody's doing well. I do. I really do. Oh, you got a cologne that Janelle recommended? Which one did she recommend? I'm curious. All girls have different types of colognes I think that they like. Everybody has different scents. You know what I mean? It's so funny. I love all guys' colognes though. I mean, most of them. I think one of my dogs is outside right now. I hear him out there howling at the moon. Oh, here he comes. He's like pitter-pattering. Hi, Lewis. Dolce or Gabbana. Oh, the blue one. Oh, yeah. Where are you going? Come on, buddy. You guys hear? Oh, here he goes. Do you hear him pitter-pattering on the floor? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's good. Louie, come on. Come over here, bud. Please. Come over here. He always tries to unmake my bed, you guys. I'm sitting on my bed, and I've got both the doggies here, and he's trying to unmake my bed on me because he likes to get under the really heavy comforter. And I'm like, no, don't mess that one up. Because I like my bed nice and, I don't know, together. There we go. Okay, he's good. I got both the doggies. They're good. Anyways. There's another one. What's the one that I have my man get? Chrome Azario, I think is what it's called for men. Well, it's only for men. That one's a really good one too. That's a really good scented one. But you feel like you smell good now, Scout? Better than before? Yeah, Chromosario. And that one's good. Louis, stop. Come on. Oh, they get under the covers. And then he gets like, one of my dogs, he's like, he's so cute. They're both so cute. Oh, they're spinning around again. Now they're getting themselves all settled here. Yeah, for sure you smell good now. That's good. Smelling good is always a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh, I like a lot of Bath and Body Works stuff, but I love their Japanese cherry blossom. That's what I've worn for years. I love that. I mean, I've had everything like designer scents, all that. You know. I'm glad you smell good. I'm glad you smell good. Oh, Louis, come on, stop, please. He's getting himself settled here. Sorry, guys. He's like licking everything, you know. Come on, stop. So, oh, look at you guys. I have 24 people. I got 22 in the bushes. Can somebody else say hi? I feel like somebody else, like right now. No, you guys are good. Everybody's good. As long as you guys give me the thumbs up, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I thank you guys very much. I'm glad that everybody's here. Everybody that's listening. I want to say thank you to everybody for always coming in, always being good support people here. I really appreciate it very much. I do. You know, yeah, what did I do today? How was my day? My day was good. Thank you for asking, Random. Thank you. My day was good. My day was busy. I had basketball for one of the kids today, and then we had to go to the grocery store, which I hate doing on the weekends, but I had to get some stuff. So we did that. I have all the kids here, cook dinner tonight. We're gonna try to go skiing if it's not frigid cold tomorrow, because it's been really cold and it's snowing here again. So we're not getting a lot of snow, but it's good that it's cold. So we're gonna try to go take them skiing tomorrow, because there's a mountain that we can go to that's only like 15 minutes from the house. So that's good. That's okay, Scout. That's all right. You've been busy. I see him here. I have not made everybody's lives, and that's okay. Not a big deal. No, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. The boys are great. No, they don't really fight. You know, they get into their like teenager-ish mindsets, you know, sometimes. But no, they're actually really good. Like, and we're at the point now where we just like let them have a little bit of space of their own, you know, because they're really good with that. They like really kind of being able to kind of navigate on their own and play with each other. So, but they're really good boys. They really are. I'm super blessed. Skiing sounds like death to you. Have you ever been skiing? Have you ever been skiing, Scout? Oh my God. We have a good time. Last year we had such a tough time because we had no snow, and we had like such warm winter days. Like it was like 50 degrees every day here. It was like, it was just crazy. Like crazy warm, you know? So even for them to make faux snow, it didn't last, you know, it was so hard for the mountains to make snow. I love it. I really love it. Yeah, I'll probably just go watch them tomorrow, but we have a trip planned later in the winter. You know, that was part of their Christmas present with some of my family. So we're gonna go, you know. I know, Melissa, where are you? I tried to call her. Why am I boring you, Random? Random, listen, you're gonna have to fill in for Melissa if she doesn't come up. If she doesn't come up, then you're gonna have to fill in, because I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna call you on your no. I'm gonna call you on your stuff. So I just No, you're not boring, Random. I don't know where Janelle is, Scout. I don't know. I think she had church earlier today. Because it is Saturday. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a couple days. Yeah, we've just all been busy. So you're not boring, Random. Come on. Oh, random. Oh my goodness. I was actually listening to this other channel recently. I'm actually gonna post her link. I gotta find her link and post it. Um she's somebody new that I subscribe to, and she's awesome. And she was just, she has these like really nice talks, like where she's just like talking to her subs, and it's like super therapeutic. Like it's almost like a zen kind of like, I don't know, like just listening to her say things about life and the way everything is and whatnot. It was like, it's just really cool and very like calm. Hi Elliot, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, this girl I was listening to tonight, I was just like sitting here and I'm listening. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I just love listening to her talk about stuff. Talking about life, talk about everything. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I know. Like she just does like just talks, you know what I mean? Like she just, and like I've gotten accused of being boring, and I'm like, I don't know, like sometimes we just come on and we just like we chit chat about life. Sometimes life is not easy, but it can be boring. A good channel is called The Best Ever Food Review Show. Oh, I've been posting a lot of food shorts lately, like some of my cooking. If you guys haven't checked out my shorts lately, I've been doing some shorts on my everyday cooking. So I know, Elliot, I love those kinds of shows too, or like videos. She goes live and she just kind of like talks about life. She just kind of puts it out there. It's like super mellow, it's super chill. And the thing of it is that not everybody is for everybody. You know what I mean? So there can be times where we really are craving like funny commentary, or we're craving drama, right? Thanks, Random. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I just do some cooking shorts. That's like my day-to-day stuff. Oh, my pasta. Which one? The one yesterday? The stuffed shells a la vodka. I should have done one tonight, actually. I didn't even think to do one tonight. I do them a lot of times when I'm cooking by myself before I go get the kids, from school and stuff like that. Oh, the huge pasta shells. Yes. That's for dinner, actually. Well, I had some last night, but that's for dinner tomorrow night. Yeah, those are stuffed shells with vodka sauce. Yes. Oh, they're so good. Oh my gosh. So good. If anybody likes stuffed shell, it's like lasagna, but it's like, and I did a little bit of ground beef with it. Yeah, I just like layered some really good pulled pork scout. You make stuffed shells on Christmas? I do. Oh, on Thanksgiving. Well, we used to have manigot a lot, but I do either stuffed shells or lasagna. Usually stuffed shells on not Christmas, Thanksgiving and Easter. I have them because I don't cook for Christmas. That's one of the days my man cooks. One of the only days he cooks is, and he's a super good cook. So I have you know what? That's a good call. I have a really good pulled pork recipe. Like I've perfected that. It comes out so good. I like pulled pork. I do. A lot of people don't eat pork, but I love. You can even do it as pulled chicken, though. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do pork if you don't like pork, or you don't like, if your religion doesn't allow you to eat pork. I like that too. Yep. I do stuff. So we have on Sundays here. We do sauce. Sauce meatballs. We call it meatballs and insult Sunday. So it's always a variation, usually of like some kind of pasta and like chicken cutlets or meatballs. All the kids come, the parents come. So random. That's so funny. We just started getting restocked with shells on our shelves. But if you need me to get some for you, because I will send some to you. Sorry, I just dropped my pen on the computer. I will yeah, I'll give you my recipe. Absolutely, Scout. Yeah, I could do a live on it too one night. Um you used to not be able to buy them since COVID, and then they just started stocking them again. You could get the organic ones, and they were so awful. Like, they took forever to cook. They just did not come out al dente. You know what I mean? But yeah, they like you couldn't buy shells to stuff for like 3 years. It was ridiculous. I was like, why did they stop making shells during COVID? It was weird. It was really weird. Yeah, I do mine in a cast iron pan, and like I braise the meat ahead of time, and so it gets like that crispiness on the outside, and then I make my own like um sauce for it to cook in. Um and then I add a pint of like lager or light lager, and then it simmers in that all day long. It's so good, Scout. It's such a good recipe. Oh, okay, I've never done that. I don't have a smoker though. I still want to get a deep fryer, like turkey deep fryer. My thing is like, sorry guys, my little vape pen is a little funky tonight. Anyways, Random, do you want to come up for a couple minutes? I love that you guys are talking though. I appreciate it so much. What's up, Valdez? How are you? How you doing? How are you? All right, hold on, Random. I'm gonna send you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, Random. I just sent it to you. Yeah, we just had football on too. Well, my team's always out of the playoffs. That's what happens when you're a Jets fan, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh my gosh. My stomach is making funny noises tonight. Random, you got to connect your mic and cam. But then you can shut down your cam if you don't want to come on camera, obviously. Because it won't let me add you until you do. Oh, you don't have a team? Oh, yeah, Scout. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you can even email me. Well, like a lot of times I'm trying. Okay, Random, I got you. Yeah, Random, just go into your set. If you can hear me, go into your settings, and you can just like with your when you connect to StreamYard, you just have to allow for mic and cam is what you have to do. Sorry guys, I'm trying to help Random. What? You have to fix it in your browser. I just dropped down. Anyways. Oh, the Lions are your team, Scout? Okay. That's good. They're doing actually very well, aren't they? Yeah, I'm a New York. I grew up outside New York. So, all right, Green Bay. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. Hi, James Cole. James Cole is funny. Yeah, they're doing really well this year, aren't they, Scout? Yeah. They had a really good year. Hi. It is what it is. I did not know Swiss was live. I did not know Swiss was live. At the time, I did not know Swiss was live. I listened to a little bit of it, but I did not know Swiss was live when she was live. So I did not get yeah, my notifications don't always go off, and I was busy with the kids and I was cooking dinner for all of us. So, it is what it is, right? I like that. I say that all the time. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, you are. Yeah, that's okay, Valdez. I know. Hey, Chuck. I know I have family members that are Cowboys fans, but you know what? I'm a Jets fan, so I don't even know. I don't even know where to go with that sometimes. What's going on, Chuck? How are you? What is up? Okay, hold on. Right. Random, can you hear? All right. I know notifications are never working right. I know it's crazy, isn't it? Melissa did find her Fox. Okay, Random, can you hear me? I know you're in the back chat, but you can't connect right now. Go into your settings, right? And you have to find StreamYard and you have to allow, I guess. Like, because the browser itself has blocked it. I know, right? I know. I'm not on camera.
Hi.
My son's saying hi to everybody, but I'm not on camera, so
I can't see. I can't hear.
You don't have to hear anything. There's nothing to hear. It's just me talking to everybody. I'm reading the chat. Stop. No, you don't have to hear anything.
How come no one's on talking?
Because Random's trying to get on, but she can't get on. Random, can you hear me? Text me if you can hear me.
Cindy Infinite.
Stop. Listen, let me help her get up real quick, okay? Give me a second. Listen, if I can get her up here, then you can come on and say hi to everybody, okay? But just go play with the boys for a bit. I got to tuck you guys in a few minutes.
She's shoving.
My son is messing with me right now. All right, hold on one second. You guys still there? Thank you guys for hanging in. Hold on. Random. I know. So if you go into my channel, Valdez, I know it's weird. If you go into, I'm getting notifications on my phone for YouTube 24 hours after the fact. So it's weird. Say one of you guys was to go live, like right now, I'll get it tomorrow, 24 hours later that you're going live, but it was for the night before. It's so bizarre. And I've reset my phone. Like, it's so weird how that works. Hold on one second. Let me try to do this real quick, you guys. Yeah, it's like hours or days late. It's so bizarre. Right, Scout? I know. Well, I'm glad you guys you guys were on at least. That's good. It's so weird. Guys, bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to walk random through getting her notification or her things shut off so she can come on panel. So guys, give me 1 second, okay? Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I was trying to help her fix her settings in her phone. Hi, Christy. How are you? Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Um, I haven't really been on much. I don't know how Karen is. I had texted her a little while back to see how she was doing. Um, I know that there's good days and bad days. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. I know. So, hi, Christy. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to stay on. I was going to be on for about an hour tonight. So I'm in for like a half hour here, you guys. Please make sure you hit the like button if you guys are in the bushes. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. So let's see. I'm just trying to help random here. She was going to come on panel. Well, Melissa was going to come on. I think Melissa might have fallen asleep, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, I know. We're always thinking and praying for Karen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I know. You don't like anybody going through anything difficult, Oh, I know you're not, Valtez. I know. Everyone's having good days and bad days. I know. I mean, especially when you're going through, sickness and stuff like that. I totally understand. Um, yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Well, thank you for coming, Christy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I've been watching some of these chats lately, like some of these new people that I found on YouTube. These really cool, like just I don't know, like their channels are not about meditation, but like they have these really cool chats where they they just go through a bunch of I don't know, things like life things. They talk about life stuff, all that kind of stuff, Um, the other day I was on with Melissa and we were talking about, just like life things. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you love this. We're very chill over here. We try not to be too crazy, I mean, I feel like there's been like a full moon over the community lately. I really do. I feel like there's been a full moon and like people have gotten a little out of sorts. Um, people are at very heightened levels of like just anxiety, aggression, things of that nature, and probably myself included on some level, but I don't I don't really feel it. So the problem is that like sometimes, yeah, Christy, I like chill too. I like to be chill. Like the problem is that like when you're not ill-intended and you want to just talk about stuff and you want to talk about life, it's hard because people make it difficult for you to talk about that kind of stuff, right? And what I mean by that is anybody is going to troll you or is going to turn around what you say and try to deflect or try to say, oh, well, you're saying it for these reasons, right? And Melissa and I, all right, random, I see you back there, honey, but it says device is not connected. You still gotta, you still have to, allow for your mic and cam. Oh, I'm trying to add her so badly. Anyway, sorry guys, I got distracted here for a second. Anyway, so what was I saying? About how like we can get like people can take what we're saying and they can turn it around sometimes and they can say that it means one thing or it can mean another, right? And again, I hate to think about it like this, but like I've been around in the community for quite a while. So I've done this dance with like a bunch of people for a number of years, right? And I have that's okay, random, no big deal. I've Bobbles was talking the other night, on her channel. And unfortunately, there's some kind of glitch with YouTube, just as like with anybody else's social media or things like that, where Bobbles doesn't have me blocked. I don't have her blocked, but somewhere along the lines, she can't see me chatting in her chat. Right. And so the other night she was talking and her topic of conversation was about older women in the community, how she feels like they should be setting the example for other people. Right. And so like, we're not new to the community. We've been around the block a bunch of times with everybody here. And so, because I can't type in her chat, so everybody has to relay to her the messages that I'm saying, she, like, I have her number. Like, I was like, hey, listen, I was like, if you have a couple minutes, like, I have to add to the story of what you're talking about. Cause she was talking about somebody else in the community that she felt like is, somebody older and should be kind of setting the example, I guess, so to speak, right, for everybody else. And so I came up on panel and I told her about something that had happened to me earlier that day, something that I had already tried to handle offline and it wasn't going to go anywhere. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't going to go anywhere. And so, I went up there to basically like back up her story. Like I was like, and she and I, like, the first time I ever went on a panel on YouTube was on hers years and years ago. So she and I have a lot of history together. And, if she didn't want me to come up, she would have never sent me the link to come up on her panel. And, when you're a guest on somebody's panel, you have people in the chat and not everybody's always going to like you or be nice to you. And sometimes I don't even pay attention to the chat and sometimes I do. And so I was paying attention to the chat that night. And so I was saying things back to a couple of people in the chat that night. And I was like, hey, like stop, like when you're listening to a chat in somebody's live and you're listening to what people are talking about, or you think that they're listening, you're up there talking or you're talking together and that's for the whole chat, to discuss. You don't think that other people are having other conversations, because if they're going to have other conversations, then they can take it elsewhere. You know what I mean? And so the bottom line is that like things got addressed that night, because that's just, when people are saying things to you about what you're talking about, you're gonna snap back and say certain things, right? I mean, that's just the way that it goes. And not everybody's gonna like that. I think that so many times people think that like I'm like this meek person that doesn't speak up for myself, because I have very chill, very cool, non-drama type situation chats over here. But the bottom line is that like I will respond to like bullshit, And if you've been a friend to me off of YouTube, I've always handled things with you off YouTube before I take it even to YouTube. But I have every right to take it to YouTube because this is my channel. So if I'm going to speak my mind, or if I'm going to go on someone's panel and someone's going to speak to me and step to me in the chat, like when I'm on panel with somebody, then I'm going to speak back to them, and I'm not trying to always be mean or whatever. But when I see certain things, you can become defensive. You know what I mean? It's not always easy, to put ourselves on a pedestal, not a pedestal, but put ourselves on a platform where certain people put us up on a pedestal and they expect certain things from us. And then other people want to like tear you down or whatever. Like we put our lives out there. We talk about real life stuff. We become susceptible and emotionally vulnerable to criticism, and that's okay. Like, that's really okay. But by putting yourself out there and by also commenting or saying certain things to somebody when they put themselves out there, you're also susceptible to clap back, if that makes any sense. So, trust and believe, like, I'm not some meek person that lives in the corner in my closet and doesn't have a voice and doesn't say things that are on my mind when I see something, whether it's in the chat or whatever the case might be. Right. And I think that so many times people think that I shouldn't say something, and also like I've made reference to some of the quote newbies in the community. What I mean by that is like when I've had history with people in the community. Okay, thank you, Random. When I've had history with people in the community, and what I mean by that is when I've been around for as long as I've been around and have been dealing with people for as long as I've been dealing with people, when I'm having a conversation about what we've all as the OGs in the community have been going through, I don't expect somebody to maybe necessarily understand, but I don't expect them to criticize either. Because if you weren't around for all of the entire thing, then listen to what I'm saying or listen to what we're saying, but just don't have a stake in the opinion of the fact, like you can have your opinions with, you might roll with that person and that's okay because you have your relationship with that person. But like, don't put your opinions on me like I'm supposed to take your opinions as like Bible, basically, if that makes any sense. Like sometimes us as OGs need to like hash through things or talk through things in the community. And people that haven't been around for a while, that haven't been around for the ups and downs of all the relationships and all the things that people have gone through over the years, that's okay because we want to welcome other people in, but that doesn't mean that they need to have a staunch opinion in the matter, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? It's really difficult because it's like it's a level of respect that I feel like is not being had, so to speak, right? And so even if I say stop acting like a bitch, that doesn't mean I'm calling you a bitch. Listen, I'll call myself a bitch all day long. I can act like a bitch. I get it. But if I say stop acting like a bitch, then that's just how someone's behaving, you know? I'm not attacking their character. I'm attacking the behavior, or I'm putting, notice on the behavior. You know what I mean? And if I'm a guest on somebody's panel and they don't want to hear what I have to say, like if Bobble doesn't want to hear what I have to say to add to her discussion of what she's having, and she can't even see me typing in the chat, she can say, as the channel owner, hey, Sin, I'm just going to like cool it off now. I don't need this over here. And I'd be like, oh, no problem. Like I'm always respectful like that. Exactly. Random. Yes. Sometimes people in the chat need to be a little bit more understanding to the feelings of people on panel. Correct. Because we're watching everything that's happening. And when you don't think that when you don't think that people on panel are reading what's going on in the chat, just because Bobble can't see me doesn't mean that I'm not reading the chat and what's going on. You know what I mean? And like I said, people can choose to not like me, and like I'm okay with that. Like I'm honestly really okay with that. Like I don't mind that at all. Cuz I want who rocks with me and over on my channel to be the same way that I would be towards anybody else. Hi Swiss. Yeah, you can join the conversation. Sure. What's going on? So, it's just a matter of like the fact that we don't always see eye to eye on things. You know what I mean? Everyone does deserve respect. Everybody does deserve respect. Absolutely, it is what it is. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. Finally, someone who knows. What? I don't know how to work StreamYard? Really? You crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, sometimes the arguments that the OGs have had, or the nuances that we've had over the years, is something that was just kind of between like us, and it's still for people to listen to, you know what I mean? It's just hard. Like it's just hard. Like I remember listening to people when I first came into the community, and they were like, well, this is how it was back in the day. And it's like, okay, but that's not how it is now. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that, Oh, I'm not saying, did I say you shouldn't have an opinion? No, I didn't say you shouldn't have an opinion. I didn't say you should have an opinion. I've always said that you can have an opinion. However, I think that when you have an opinion, Swiss, I don't know why you feel I owe you an apology, other than, okay. So I said, stop acting like a bitch. Yeah, why are you coming into my chat and being like this, Swiss? You said you wanted to text me today and say to me that you felt like I should owe you an apology. The bottom line is that I was having a conversation with Bobbles. So if you want to have respect for somebody whose chat you're in, like listen to what's being talked about on panel, and have the respect to listen to what we're talking about. Because why I went up there was, first of all, because Bobbles can't see me in her chat. And then the second thing is that I wanted to add to the conversation of what she was saying about older women in the community, the way that they behave. And I had an interaction with a friend of mine who has been a friend. And, I took it offline before I took it online, trust and believe. Like, I just don't go live with stuff and try to put it on blast. Like, I try to handle things behind the scenes. So I haven't even said your name, but you're coming in here like aggressively towards me. And I know that you said my name in your chat earlier. I was not listening because I was not listening when you were live. I was cooking dinner for my family, but I happened to listen to part of it after the fact, right? So I hope you're doing well, first and foremost. Right. Hi. And you can say you love Prue all you want, but the bottom line is this. By saying that, when I'm having a conversation with Bobbles about how I was hurt by her, that seems to go against me, right? So I've never said people can't take sides or have their opinions about people. And just because, like, maybe you were cool with me or you're not, because tonight you said all of a sudden, I've never had your back or I've never stuck up for you or, um, you've never really gelled with me. Like that was contradictory to what I thought because I I thought that by you texting me and saying, "Hey, pass this message along to Melissa too." When I was in talking about SG one night on my panel, like saying she should have never gone at you in your parenting skills because I don't think you're a bad parent. Um, that's all. So, um, prudently, I did text you, and I said I was really ashamed. I was really ashamed. I'm not even reading the chat right now, you guys. I'm just speaking from my heart. So I don't really know like what's the problem. Like prudently, you were talking shit behind the scenes. I texted you and I said you really hurt me. I did. I texted you and I said you really hurt me. So I'm not talking about you tonight. I have not said your name. I have not said Swiss's name, but you come into my chat and you're like gangbusters coming in here, like coming at me. And I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. No, it's like I was waiting to go off on you, Swiss. I wasn't waiting to go off on anybody. If anybody knows how I am, I'm not waiting to go off on anybody. Okay. I have about 10 more minutes and I have to put my kids to bed, you know. No, that was not what it was. You weren't listening to anything that was going on in the chat. And the fact of the matter is that what Bowles and I were talking about, and then the things that you were saying were contradictory and like basically defamatory towards what I was saying in her live. So that's the reason. You were in there before. I was in there before. All right, I'm going back in the chat. You came in there. I don't understand what you mean. Listen, I'm not saying you can't love people. I'm not saying that you can't. Okay. I'm not. I don't know what you want me to handle prudently. When I see a nasty text message that was not meant for me, where you're talking junk about me behind my back, we're all set. Like I'm all set with you. You know what I mean? Right, random. Right. Yes. And well, I'm not talking about anything about Swiss. I did not even say her name prudently. So please, she went live tonight. Listen, and Swiss, whenever the bitch name got dropped, Swiss, I have no problem saying hold on. The bottom line, Swiss, is that like I think we both come into this with our own arguments. But I was on panel with somebody talking about something that bothered me, and the messages that you were sending in the chat were definitely the opposite of being supportive, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So the thing about me bringing up Tish is the fact that you're coming at me for being at Nitty's when I've been in the community for a long time and I've been a sub of his for a long time. I don't always go there. He was doing a live that night that had Tish, that was Tish's name. I was being supportive of Tish. I was only in there for a small portion of it. And I said, thumbs up for him being supportive of Tish. That's what I was being supportive of. It was never about being supportive of him talking negative about anybody. Okay. So that's where things get twisted, I think, a little bit. Like um I'm not being supportive of anybody slandering somebody like that. You know what I mean? But like that's the thing. Well, okay, Swiss. So if I'm Court's friend, that's not a friend. He wasn't talking about Court when I was there. So maybe he talked about her after I left the chat that night because I got a phone call probably a quarter of the way into it when he was giving props to Tish, and that's all I ever heard. So that's exactly what I heard him say. And then I got a phone call and I was out of there. So that's exactly what happened that night. I don't know how you're going to tell me otherwise. My son just came in and says, say goodnight to everybody. I have to go check all the kids in, you guys. Yeah, I'm not trying to fight with anybody here, honestly. I'm really not. And the thing of it is that I'm I'm certainly not ever trying to be mean to anybody. And I'm not, but when I get hurt, the problem is that, yeah, like he said, he always tell everybody I said goodnight. I know. He's such a good boy. I know. I love my boys. They're all so good. They really are. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go tuck my kids in. I said I was gonna be on here for an hour. I mean, I may come in later on. It's very difficult because this is all really, really difficult. This is really difficult, you know. Um, and it breaks my heart. No, prudently, I'm not trying to make. Listen to me, prudently. You and I have talked privately about other text messages that have gotten out there about me and Melissa, and I've talked to you about it. And the bottom line is that the message that got sent to me that wasn't supposed to get sent to me, if you don't like me, I'm fine with that. Okay, honestly. And the conversation that you and I had prior to me, going live for my birthday was just something that was just really off, and it's okay. It's really okay. Like I'm I'm really I'm not even trying to talk about it because there's nothing to talk about. If that makes any sense to you guys. Melissa, you want to come up? I'm glad you're here, Melissa. Because no, Swiss, it doesn't affect anything with you and Melissa. Okay? I know. And you know what, Swiss, you can say that you never liked me. You can say I never supported you. But you know what? The thing of it is that I have a text message from you when I was in SGs and I was like, or not in SGs, but Melissa and I did a live together on my channel. And I said how, that's wrong of what she did and how she talked about you. Okay? You can say in your chats how you think that you and I have never gelled. You and I are this, you and I are that. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't backstab people. I'm very honest with people. And if I see you acting a certain way, I'm not going to go behind your back or I'm not going to talk shit about you behind your back. At least I have enough, gumption to say it to your face. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm back. I hope you guys are okay. So I'm not trying to get anybody upset here. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you for thank you. Listen, so Melissa, listen. Okay. This is so difficult. I wasn't even talking about prudently in this thing here. Like, and that's the hard part. Like, prudently, listen, you sent a message to me that was meant for somebody else that was so defamatory towards me. And then you tried to backtrack when you said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so this, I'm so that." And I'm like, that's not the first time that's happened. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Had to check in with one person in the household here. Anyways, okay. I'm putting my glasses on. I'm trying to read here. Holy crap. Yes, Elliot, I know. Like, I'm trying to go back in the chat here. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, okay, I am doing this chat and we're like not arguing and I'm allowing people to come in and talk and say their piece and all this other stuff, okay? But here's the problem. Prudently, Dala's right. You know, you were sending messages. You're feeling a certain type of way about me, and that's okay. Like, and I'm not ever talking shit about you. And you know, the bottom line is this. You can apologize and try to say that you weren't trying to do it to be malicious or whatever. The bottom line is that you and I had a conversation prior to me doing my birthday live. Okay. And it's just it's just hurtful. It's just really hurtful. It's just really hurtful. And no, I'm not showing any texts. It is what it is. I'm not showing it. I'm not showing anything. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. I'm not showing any texts. I'm not saying anything to anybody. And you know what? Here's the thing. When you have a problem with somebody and you get shown prudently, I don't care. Like, you know what? Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Okay? We all have struggles in our lives. We all have things that come into our lives that are difficult times and situations. And I'm never coming on here and saying, "Hey, make sure you donate to my Cash App. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that." You know what I'm saying? And it was a very forthright conversation that she had with me before my birthday. And she said, "Oh, I wouldn't be putting your Cash App up on your birthday." And I said, "Well, why not? I mean, why shouldn't I? It's my birthday. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to be so like whatever." And oh no, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. This is the conversation we had, right? And that's okay. We can have a conversation. And I was like, well, why is it going to come back to bite me in the ass? You know, and I just seen through a lot of stuff this week, you know. I've just seen through a lot of stuff this week. And I just it's okay. It's really okay. And my feelings were hurt. My feelings were very hurt the other night when I was live and you know, it was just she was bitching about me to somebody else. It's just like, oh, this person. I was texting this person. I'm filing these things for my memory and this and that. And I'm like, I'm not. It's just not how I want to be talked about. I don't even want to be talked about in a joking manner like that when I'm going through like real life situations, you know. Um, she's gonna show the texts. I'm not showing any texts. What? I'm not. I mean, I don't even know what am I missing here, you guys. Melissa, can you pull up, please? Like, what am I missing here? Somebody, please. Like, honestly, I'm just. No, I'm not. I don't even know why I'm getting thrown off here. What are you talking about? Random. She's showing text where. That's what's up. I know. I know. I know. I know. All right. I'm gonna get off here for a minute, you guys. If I come back on, hopefully you guys get a notification. I really appreciate you guys being here. I got really confused. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, just really. Thank you guys very much. I love you guys very much. I love you guys a long time. I'll be back on again real soon, okay? We'll talk about this again. Thank you guys.